So I want to expand more on buying silver because I was just asked a question about it, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a better idea just to further expand on what I said in the previous video. So, as I mentioned, you may want to consider if you are buying silver, not everybody's going to buy it, but if you are planning on buying silver and you're not really sure, this might be new territory for you. This might be something that you're pretty familiar with. But if you are unfamiliar with buying silver, okay? So there's bullion. Bullion is just the pure silver content, okay? It doesn't have, again, it doesn't have any denomination on it. It's not considered a coin, but there is the value of the precious metal. And it could be a round, it could be a bar. The bars are like this big, the 1 ounce bars, I mean, they could be called metals. Like if you buy from the US government or from like the Canadian government or the Australian or Chinese, like wherever you are, every country has their own mint, right? So you might want to look on there to see. But here's the thing, like those are beautiful coins. They're truly beautiful, impeccable, mint state 70 perfect coins because they're meant for people that are collecting. So I'm just saying this from the standpoint of what are you acquiring this for, right? Is it going to be something that you're going to hold on to once we come out of everything? Then you might want to put some of your money towards some of those coins. They're going to be higher priced. That's all I'm saying. Like they're going to be higher priced than the rounds, than the metals, than the bars. The bars and those kind of things are going to be more, more towards the spot price. The spot price is the daily price of gold and silver, and they're vastly different. Gold is thousands of dollars and silver's in like the 50 some odd range, okay? So that's why silver is much more affordable, much easier to attain. Okay? So US Gov, the US, I can't think offhand. I put it in, but the US Gov, there are some private companies that like I mentioned to the person who asked me. Okay, so there's APMEX. They are a big player in the coins world. They are one of the companies that grades coins, that determines whether they're like uncirculated, whether they're mint 70, mint 69. Like they do all of that grading on coins. So they're big. Another company that I have personally purchased from is American Mint. This is a private company, not to be confused with the actual US government site, but that's one company. I used to work for NC Mint, which is National Collectors Mint. Their site is usmint.gov. So, they sell Morgan silver dollars. They sell kind of like junk. They're a little bit better than junk silver dollars, but my point is they sell like a large supply of Morgans, large supply of peace dollars if you're looking to get your hands on those. They also sell the junk silver. They'll sell like a mixed bag of like dimes, half dollars, quarters, anything that was pre 1965, as I was saying. Okay, so 1965 is the key date because that's when they decided that they were going to move away from the 90% silver coins. So anything that was minted 1965 onward was like 40% silver. Like I think some of the JFKs are 40% silver. But then once they switched from JFKs to what we now, like the Washington quarters, there's no silver in those. It's like nickel and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the coinage we have today, there's no silver in them. So that's why I'm saying you got to be very specific. So you could consider JFKs. 1965 and onward, whatever the rest of the series is of the JFKs, because there is 40% silver in there. But I wouldn't go too heavy on those. All right. So look around. Like I said, American Mint is a big one. APMEX, that's a big one. APMEX, whatever it is. I know there's like NCG. I don't know if NCG actually sells coins, but NCG is one of the bigger coin grading companies. All right. So I'm just saying we're not looking for collectability right now. But, okay, again, the government mints themselves do have pure silver coins that you can buy. They're just going to be higher in price. So, if you have any other questions about, like, I'm not giving you any investment advice because I have no expertise in investing, okay? I have expertise in selling you, in selling, not selling you, but in selling silver and gold, how to identify, in that respect. Okay. So and I can try and help and point you in more reputable places if you're looking for that. So, that's where I'd say for that, like we're not thinking about collectability until after we come out on the other side of this. All right. So I hope this is helpful. Have a great day.